coming in. I even have all the professional. Whatever time of the day, I always wish them a prayer. Because if you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, what's so good about it? Nothing good about it. Let's give a prayer, everybody. When I say good morning, when you answer, you're sending it to the universe. You say it in your own faith. Amen or Amen. Let's do it. Good morning.
Amen.
The faster, the louder you answer, the faster money comes. You shy, money also shy to come. Okay? So, now, you can call me Rashid, you can call me Noor, whichever that is, convenient for you, right? I want to share with you, actually in our body there is a secret system that no one is talking about. And what do I mean by this? Let's take a look at this video. This is an elderly lady. And by the way, I was in this kind of condition. I couldn't stand long and I need a seat. Because I'm already coming to 60 years old. I'm 58 years old. I'm a father of 9 kids. So, any one of you, I wait for you. Okay? I'm a father of 9 kids. I'm a grandfather of 2 grandchildren. So whatever you see me is all original. Nothing plastic. Original itself. And I was in this worst condition. I cannot, like I said again, when I woke up in the morning, 20 years ago, I was suffering like this body. Because I fell off a horse in Australia. Right? So I fell off a horse, I can't even carry my baby. I can't even sneeze. The moment I sneeze, it snapped and then I have to lie down on the bed for 1 week. I can't even raise my feet. So the pain that you have to endure, I spent a lot of money. Even went to Switzerland to look out for the apples themselves. I went to the factory. I went to America, Las Vegas to look out for DNA repair. So if you said I spent more than $100,000 just to look for the cure, to look for the antidote, nothing. Take a look and what I meant by this. Before, after, 15 minutes of the first therapy. Wow. Don't worry about the language. 15 minutes after the first therapy is just amazing. If you say that this is wow, we all know about Parkinson's disease, right? You know, patients with Parkinson's disease, they have to be on medication till the day they die. There is no cure, but yet they still have to take medication. What FDA approved drugs has failed. And this is like a magic, a miracle. Before and after. First therapy. How are you going to eat? Before the food reaches your food, it's all better on the table. And right after this, so we have an exactly elderly man in the Philippines. Parkinson, wheelchair bound. After 2 weeks, he starts jogging around his neighborhood. Jogging around his neighborhood. The whole neighborhood bought it. Wow, right? Approved drugs can't do anything, but this is just a miracle. So what I'm going to do is that everybody say, OMG, we couldn't believe this. Because they have known people with Parkinson's, Muhammad Ali, Michael J. Fox and all that. Till now, they're still suffering and all. So go out and help them. So it's not written in a medical textbook. However, today, I'm going to share with you the history and science behind that Terahertz technology. So what we're going to talk about is a new technology that no one have heard before. And what I'm wearing here is not Iron Man. People ask me why this is Iron Man. But sometimes when the battery weak, I become Ultraman. Okay? So we're going to talk about what this is. We're talking about a pandemic. Okay? This is all technology. And we're going to hear a lot of life story. That's going to be very touching. And of course, you can become a user. But if you see this as a great opportunity to help a lot of other people, I say it again, share with a lot of people, not selling. Come on, 58 years, I don't want to sell anymore. No doubt I'm the best salesman. I can sell ice to the Eskimo. I can sell oil to the Arabs. And you know what kind of thing. Because I was running my advertising agency right down in Brunei. And I break record in the whole of Brunei. In Singapore, before I went to Brunei, I was with Far East organization. And I'm the only Malay there because I look like Chinese. Of course, I'm half Chinese. Right? And I sold 18 million within 9 months. The reason why I left, they are more stricter than the civil servant. I can go for my Friday prayers, even I want to apply for off. Amazing, huh? I thought We all pledge one people, one nation, one Singapore. It's different. So I just move and I start going to Brunei. So while this, you share, you're going to great income. We are talking about, this is a serious business, ladies and gentlemen. When you involve with technology, we are talking about an income of 100,000 US dollar every month. Good or good?
Good.
100,000 US, not kacang putih. Okay, so we know that our time is very valuable and we're going to end up with question and answer. So you have your question and answer, hold on to your horses. Because whatever you thought of, remember I'm Singapore Kiasu. We are together, same blood, right? The Kiasu is inside our blood. So I've already got the answer before you even thought of it. Okay? So we're going to read the general disclaimer because we do not want to claim and proclaim. Let me just read out. The Terahertz device is a certified household electrical equipment. Electrical equipment, It has been certified as safe to use. It emits no harmful radiation and it has labels allowing for its distribution internationally, globally. The Terahertz Blower is not a medical equipment and the manufacturer provides no medical advice. Users understand that the device is not intended to be used as a medical device or for diagnostic purposes on which reliance should be placed. Its use is not intended to be relied upon in lieu of medical treatment or advised by a trained medical care provider. Our users understand that they use the Terahertz Blower at their own risk. Always consult your doctor or other healthcare professional with any questions regarding any medical condition or for specific guidance regarding the optimal use of the Terahertz Blower, nutrition or physical activity. So after this, everybody left in a limbo. I'm now at the junction. Should I or shouldn't I? So I like to bring up this excerpt. Getting healthy is expensive. Right? Getting sick is more expensive. And especially, let me just tell you the other outlet. When it is not working. Right? So if you try again and again the same medication, both of my late parents died of cancer in Singapore after paying more than 700,000 Singapore dollars. So the question was a wake-up call to me. Do you want to die in pain and to pay and pay? Or you want to find another alternative? So how do you know? Sometimes you just have to trust your gut feeling. If you try this, it's not been effective, you got to try something else, and probably if it's good for you, it's going to be good for good. Yes. So, yeah, we're going to go back to history. We all know the ancient Greek father of medicine, Hippocrates, is mentioned. If there's a way to heat the bones, then all diseases can be treated. So there's two strong messages. Number one, all diseases can be treated. And second, if you find a way to heat the bone without burning yourself. We're talking about the bone. How are you going to heat the bone? Definitely you get burned first. And Hippocrates' theory has been supported by the genius Albert Einstein. And he said, future medicine will be the medicine of frequency. His future time is our present time, which is no longer you got to take medication. So if you have any, is there any doctor in the house? Anyway, I don't care. No one is going to tell you, if you are a famous specialist doctor, are you known in the whole world? If you are not known, this is something for you to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Because, hey, Albert Einstein, who doesn't know him? And he mentioned that future medicine with the medicine of frequency. So it's about time for you to seek, and you shall find what is the next best alternative. Something to ponder, right? And whatever Einstein mentioned here is already existed. Because if you were to watch a lot of Hollywood movies that's involved with space travel, galaxy, you will see someone get injured, they will be placed in a cubicle, there will be the lights of rays passing over them, and in a matter of minutes, they'll come out unscathed. And what you see in Hollywood movies, it will become a reality in a short period of time. And maybe what he mentioned, this is the reality of it. The med bed. You got to sleep into it, right? And then there will be lights of rays. You have the whole auditorium complete with it. This is already available in the US. Wow, amazing, isn't it? So, what we are trying to say is that let's get to know there are various wavelength frequency around us, which is beyond our naked eyes. It's going to be either good for your health or it's going to be detrimental to your health. Let's look at the various. We all know about the radio wave. where you have the tall antenna, you're going to listen radio and also watch your television program. And there's another frequency which is called the microwave. The same microwave oven you have at home. And just so you know, science has proven, tested, food that are cooked and heated in microwave oven will lead to carcinogen, the main cause of cancer. Who has microwave oven at home? Raise your hand. Oh, all don't have. Very good. If you have, throw away.
No good that one.
Yes, good, no good. Everybody know, right? So don't give to your other people because they're gonna suffer. So if you're gonna cook and heat your food, you go back to the conventional oven. Or the best thing, heat it up over a frying pan. It is much more safer over long-term period. And do you know also, the phone that you are using is also using on microwave. That explains why after 5 minutes on the phone, your ears lobe start heating up. So we have seen a lot of YouTube videos where they put 4 phones together in a talking mode. They place a pop kernel right in the middle. And what happens after a few minutes? It becomes a popcorn. It pops up to a popcorn. So over the years, it penetrates or not? It penetrates your brain cell. And what happens? You end up with dementia. You end up with Parkinson. Wow, now you know the cause of it. You got to find out the cause of it. And pregnant woman, wow, terror. Put what? iPad on the stomach. Now there's a lot of birth. Autism kid, ADHD kid. You see, these are the things that you can see. Right? So with that, if you're going to use your handphone, it's still good to use a earpiece. Whether it's going to be wired, whether it's going to be Bluetooth, it's much more safer. Good to know, right? So it's all about today it's going to be educational, it's going to be very, what do you call it, informative, and of course it's going to be a little bit of entertaining. It's like watching a movie. So I'm the storyteller. I'm going to give you a lot based on documentation, not mere conversation. So I'm going to jump over to infrared. We know about infrared light that is sold in all the departmental stores, right? And there's also frequency that you can see with your naked eyes because it travels slowly. A spectrum of rainbow. After the rain, sun comes out, you can see the rainbow. And you need special glass in order to see ultraviolet. And mind you, the doctor will advise you, do not go more than 2 times X-ray in a year. While each time you're exposed to the X-ray, even for a minute, millions and millions of your body cells will be destroyed. Yes, so I'm talking about the same thing, radiotherapy, right? Cancer treatment and all that, mammogram. You want to avoid it as much as possible. So the one that we're going to focus is this frequency, which is called the terahertz frequency. And amazingly, it's not new. This has been around since 40 years ago. Wow, nobody knows about it 41 years ago. But the good thing is that it is so comforting to know it is non-ionizing. What is non-ionizing is simple. It doesn't cause free radical. Just like an apple, if you cut into half, it turns brown easily, right? So your cell will not get destroyed easily. And it also penetrates through clothing, paper, and as well as glasses. Right? So now we want to understand the terahertz wave or the frequency is one of the top 10 most advanced technology to change the future world. Wow. And we are talking about our present time, the future world. It's already been applied to wide extent on food industry. We are talking about food chain supply. What happened after the pandemic? There's not enough chicken. Singapore poor thing, no more chicken rice. The price of chicken has to go up. Right? So the same thing with communication. They're using on terahertz frequency. We have seats over here. We can also sit over here, right? And also medical and biomedical, whereby it can scan your body. Do we have seats or someone there? And here and here? Ada orang duduk? Tak ada? Okay, just spread out a little bit so you don't feel cramped. Let's give a round of applause to our champion, man. Okay? It can scan your body to tell you if there's any hidden tumors growing inside you. Likewise, in agriculture, you're talking about food security. They want to make sure that it is productive, more cultivation, right? So, you have to have food security, and right now, we are going back to our normal life of traveling. I used to be a flight steward during my younger days as a flight attendant with United Airlines. And I was wondering why after each time, after my flight, I feel so tired and lethargic. Why? Because it was using them on microwave. So those frequent travelers, they end up with premature aging. Every time you take flight, you have to go through the scan. Wow, a lot of cells died and all that. But since 2014, the Terahertz security inspection instrument is in place. And the beneficial of it, it is harmless to the human body. Which country come up with such a greatest innovation? And I'm surprised, you'll be surprised, it is made in China. Wow. We all already have our mindset thinking that anything made in China is not of the greatest quality. I agree. If those were China long away before, 20 years ago. But we're talking about China that is awakening giant, that has breakthrough all the technology, that beats the American, that beats all the European. Do you know that China has made and produced moon man-made? I was saying this video, I got shocked. So if you say moon, we are talking about China has produced even the sun that is man-made. The fastest bullet train in the world is in China. So you got to embrace this technology, right? And indeed, China is the first country in the world that sends the world's first 6G satellite into orbit. So we're going to say goodbye to all the 5G. Because with the 6G, it's going to be means what? Faster download, no more hanging. When you download, you can see your Netflix without any interruption. And the good thing, it doesn't cost you any harm. Wow, China, huh? And again, 41 years ago, upon their first discovery, the American scientists discovered this infrared light. It matches the vibration of our human cell. It vibrates the same. So our cell has this frequency. And what it does is that it also activates the body cell. Because all our cell has become dormant. And this is called by scientists as a wave of life. Just like your heartbeat, right? There is a wave. If it's on a straight line plateau, you are good as history. Data. Right? So, this is called in Japan as a light of life. And in China, because wave is also light, the scientists call it God's wave band. It's only the Almighty that will give life to all beings in the universe. So with that, if you know about this today, it is highly valuable information when you apply it. You have all this technology, you don't know how to apply it, it will be wasted. Now you want to make use of all this technology for your benefits of yourself, your loved one, your families, your society at large. So with that, what does terahertz? It resonates the same frequency as normal human cell. Listen to this, generating millions of vibration per second. When I heard this the first time, it was like mind-blowing. We are talking about the vibration which is so fast, million per second, you might look at it, it's standing still, but it's already vibrate million times per second before you even manage to say one. We look at things at the bigger stuff. The planet, they evolve around the sun on its own axis. Those are big. But we don't realize the smallest form of a human being, which is a cellular, it also rotates around its own axis millions times per second. Ladies and gentlemen, all of you are using your cell phone, right? What is inside your cell phone? In order for you to use it every day, you need to charge every night your cell phone battery. Am I right? If you don't charge it, you can't use it. So ask yourself, your body is made of trillions of cells. So what does the cell need? The cell need to be charged. So my question to you, how do you charge your body cell? No wonder that explains why we are getting weaker and weaker and weaker, because all these 40, 50, 60 years from the battery that is 100% is reducing because your cell is not being charged. So what we're going to find out is that what is the benefit? Once your cell is being charged, number one, you're going to activate your cell. Wow, just like a cell phone battery, man. And number two, it goes beyond the cellular level, you're going to strengthen your DNA. Well, something mind-blowing. Now we're going to go right deep, which is the DNA, because the DNA is inside the cell. So with that, we're trying to unravel what these two both geniuses is trying to tell the message. What is that missing link? And that missing link is abundance from Mother Nature, which is the sunshine that's going to give you the heat, and the sunlight, only 1/40 of the sunlight, they're going to give you that frequency. So 1/40 of the sunlight, it has to be the specific time of the day between 7 to 8 a.m. in the morning. Imagine if your skin is under the sun every day from 12 to 2 p.m. What's going to happen? You're going to end up with sunburn. Over a long period of time, you're going to end up as skin cancer. Because the UV radiation of the sun, it changes every hour. And this has to be a country around the equator. It is not the same if you are in the North Pole or the South Pole. So those people in America, you know, oh God, it's not fair. But at the same time, we have our challenges in Asia. With the pandemic, with the environmental pollution, this become a luxury just to be out in the open, agreed? But the big question lies, I'm going to ask you, where were you exactly between 7 to 8 a.m. in the morning? Sleeping, working. Bottom line, makan, we are in a building. Makan in a building, sleeping in a building, working in a building, which is classified as SBS. Not Singapore bus service, huh? Sick building syndrome. How long has the aircon has not been serviced? With a flick of the button in the US and Europe, you can change from an aircon to a heater. How much fungus, all those bacteria accumulated over there. That is the reason why those people over there, they have suffered a lot of rashes and many. We are so fortunate because in Asia, we like to open our doors and windows to have a circulation of it. But we still have our challenges of the monsoon rain, right? And we are so fortunate and blessed because comes today, there is a technology that harnesses the sunshine and the sunlight inside here, which is called the Terahertz. Wow! This is your sunshine, this is your sunlight. Give a big round of applause to China. The technology has been harnessed into this. So what I'm trying to tell you, we also want to find out, that is the other one. This is the big brother. Sunshine and sunlight. So what's more important is that, who is the company behind this? And again, it is made in China. No surprise now, right? So 7 years ago, we are talking about, they are based in Nanjing, Dishang. It's a Terahertz technology, R&D, research and development. Technology company, it is committed to promote and apply Terahertz technology globally in healthcare industry. What happens when the world finds any technology? If the US finds this, if the Europe finds this, what do they use with technology? The first thing they're going to create, weapon of mass destruction. They want to see who's mightier, can conquer this world. With the breakout of the Ukraine war, they discovered new weapon that's coming up. Wow, this is bad. They're killing, right? So, they're talking about human rights. In the end, with all this, no more human left. Right and left. And what we have here in China, we are so fortunate because they use this technology to improve our health and life quality for the benefit of mankind. Isn't that good? That is why even in Muslim, the Prophet already said in the books, if you want to seek knowledge, go as far as China. He doesn't know, but he said, go as far as China. That's where you're going to seek knowledge. Because everything is all about technology, and China is one. And now we realize it, the meaning inside it. And I don't know, you are Chinese? Now go back to the mainland, motherland. No, get the technology that you can actually benefit out of it. So with that, when they first have their first prototype, it costs more than $400,000. With the evolution coming into place, the second generation, and this is the third generation. Yes, the third generation. This is heavy duty because it's used by a lot of medical practitioners, chiropractors, acupuncturists. It can go on 3 hours non-stop. So this is great, right? And we also have the fourth generation, which I call it the red hot chili peppers. This is it. The red hot chili peppers here, this is based on 3-in-1 core technology. Number one, Terahertz technology, that is the sunshine. We are talking about quantum technology, fast in the lightning speed of light. That is why, no surprise, people, after the first treatment, big difference benefit. And the third one, optical quartz technology, right? So with these both, I'm telling you, you can carry it on board flight. You can carry it on board flight, I carry both, no problem. If they ask you what is it, so far they never ask. Hair dryer. That's it! Why so confused yourself? Oh no, this one is sunshine and sunlight, huh? Okay, are you okay now? Huh? Dog? hey, this is your hair dryer. So if you go on a long flight, you can use this. You can neutralize back yourself. Now, is that good? Right? So with that, what I'm trying to tell you, we want to look at all the various effects in terms of the safety, in terms of the cells activation, the penetration, identification, and user friendly. Okay? So now, everybody, what is important is about safety. When during the pandemic, what is great, I have actually have all the market in America. Right now, I have more than 30,000. In America and Europe during the pandemic. And what is even great, I do not have to do the logistics. It's all done by the corporate. And how come it can go straight up to America? Remember, this is a home electrical device. It's not a consumable product whereby you would need FDA approval or any Ministry of Health approval for that matter. I have ordered many things that supposed to reach Brunei. By the time it reached Brunei, return to sender. Why? It doesn't have Ministry of Health approval. The company need to set up a base over there. So your progress are being hold down because the company have to set up. Those are the conventional ways. But I was like surprised it already go over there in America because it comply under the category of home electrical appliances which need the FCC requirement. Well, that is good as a home electrical device. Likewise also in Europe, it has a CE requirement with that. So right now it can go anywhere in the world. Now is that good? So your business can grow instantly. And next, what's important over here is patented product. What do I mean by patented product? It has research and development, and it also has gone 62 clinical tests. What does it mean, clinical tests? That means it has been performed on humans, not animals. And it has been done by Beijing Research Institute of Chemical Technology. The various of it, like one, you have the inflammation. Quantum value 5 star. What does it mean? The product is effective in this aspect. Comprehensive health quality from head to toe. Malignant tumor. What is tumor? Cancer, diabetes, heart attack. All those are tumors. And virus, we are talking about relevant right now. COVID-19. Do you read the papers on Sunday? There's going to be new wave of pandemic. So be prepared. Because why? Right now, coming back again, HFMD. You have diabetes. And I don't know why the monkey is blamed for monkeypox. Poor thing, the monkey doesn't do anything in the zoo. And monkeypox. And you know what they have found out? The monkeypox is being transmitted by sex. Wow, so better don't have sex. Monkey. This is it. Omicron. Gonna be later, Megatron. Oh my God. Right? So we have to be prepared. And we are talking about brain, diabetes, lymph node, skin, irregular menstruation, neurocystia. Moving on. We want to ensure, because any electrical equipment, if your hair dryer that you are using it emits radiation. Do you know that? That's why your hair, you have what? Split ends. And over the years when you use your hair dryer, it penetrates your skull, it penetrates your brain cell, you're going to have brain cancer. So this is a test to show, this is a tester for any electrical equipment. If you bring it near to any electrical appliances, the number will shoot up. So from tonight, do not charge your handphone by your bedside. That explains why you wake up very lethargic, because it goes inside your body. The number climb up. And what we want to do, we want to make sure our blower doesn't have that. So when we blow it, it's totally zero. I have the same device right here, and we're going to do the test right now. Okay? Can I have you? Because he always play the phone. I ask him to hold this. Stand up, yeah? Nicely, yeah? Alright, okay, now, what we're going to do, we're going to have one of you. Mike, where's your, this? Okay. Hang, tolong. Plug in, both. Here, another one more plug. You stand up over here. You stand up here, sir. Move this, face them. Okay, the number is 0. Okay, you can feel this. This is the space. I want you to blow both over here. You bring it up and you read the number. Everybody can see what is the reading. Number 0, 0, 0. Kiasu, not one but both. Very near. That means what you get? 0 radiation, sun, and sunlight. Give them a big round of applause. Thank you. No, you got to be charged. Electrical, because this is from electrical. If you just a handphone like that, it doesn't. But if you're charging your handphone, the number will climb. So I want everybody to repeat after me. I, Terahertz, is our sunshine.
I, Terahertz, is our sunshine.
I, Terahertz, is our sunlight.
I, Terahertz, is our sunlight.
So when you know this is your sunshine and sunlight, do you want it every day?
Yes.
Simple, isn't it? So you don't have to be scared. Because even if it's rain, even if it's going to be monsoon, even if it comes snow, you have 24/7 of sunshine and sunlight in your house. Isn't that amazing? So once you know the technology that's being harnessed into it, wow, this is Mother Nature at its best. Because you're going to activate yourself. We go even went another step higher, that we even what? Check the light is not UV radiation. So mind you, take a look at it, huh? How you see that? Whatever the light that come out from here is not a UV light, so don't get it wrong. What it does, the light, it just act as a pointer where you are glowing. It's just a pointer. So over the years, when the light bulb went off, don't fret. It is still 100% efficacy. The product comes with 1 year warranty. But you want to ensure, look after it, you're going to be good 3 to 5 years shelf life. So how are you going to maintain it? Number one, try to put, woman hairband over here. Because sometimes people get excited, they start overpull. Then the connection is going to be loose, you're going to have intermittent power. So right now when you have an extra of this, you put it here. Now it's easy for you to hold to, isn't it? Right? And the most important thing, do not drop it. Because the moment you drop it, there is a crystal tube lens inside here. If it's shattered, then no more efficacy. Then you need to pay for that. Right? You just come over here, pay for the charges for this. So this is how you look after it. I bring it everywhere I go in this bag here. So I'm ready, like a doctor. 24/7 on call. So now, we all know how safe it is. People ask, how does it activate ourselves? Does it need like a Wi-Fi router to get the Wi-Fi signal and all that? True or not? So something that you can't see beyond your naked eyes, I'd like to show you an illustration. So how is it? Take a look at it. We have here a tuning fork. This is a different frequency, another different frequency. And there is two freestanding hanging ball of ping pong ball. Because when the tuning fork vibrates, you cannot see that tuning fork is vibrating. Right? Now let's take a look. Different frequency. It doesn't activate. Change to the same frequency. Wow. It starts to vibrate millions per second. Now then I know. Tong putong. Wow. Clever. Let me speak Hokkien. So what I'm trying to tell you, I'm using an iPhone. I need to charge my iPhone. What cable do I need? Which is called the lightning cable. Can I use an Oppo cable to charge it?
No.
What more, Samsung?
No.
Cannot, right? So that means when God created your body, your cell is very specific. It only absorbs terahertz frequency. Now you understand it?
Yeah.
It's just like an opera singer. They sing at the top of their voice. They can shatter glasses, isn't it? So your cell need that terahertz frequency. So once you understand this, next people ask, how deep is the penetration? So now, the device frequency can penetrate the skin from 20 to 30 centimeter. Do you still remember how long is 20, 30 centimeter? I'll bring you back. Let's go back to your nursery. Your primary 1 kindergarten class. This is a ruler. The length of this whole ruler is 30 centimeter. In the US, okay, they call it what? Inches. 12 inches long. That is what happening. So you imagine when I blow it on my arm, it will penetrate my skin, my flesh, my bone, it goes out the other side. When I blow it on my head, it will penetrate your skull, even activate your brain cell. You blow it on your right, you're going to penetrate through your skin, your flesh, your bone, and all your vital organs. Wow. So all these penetration, the amazing fact is that it's non-invasive. Not a single needle is being inserted in your body. There's no knife that your body needs to be cut open. Amazing. And it also non-contact. So that means for the Muslim, they can do it on a woman too. Good or not? And the third thing, it is non-consumable. So you do not have to worry the side effect of it. However, what is the benefit, what does it mean to you and me with the deep penetration is that number one, it can reach your bone marrow. Now we are coming to what Hippocrates theory. Bone marrow. Right? And number two, it will start to get all blockages removed from all your blood vessels. Wow, you're going to have a better blood flow throughout the whole body. And third, it eliminates body humidity. Because it was a myth to get rid of your body fat. The fat is good for your body. What is not good? Water retention. We understand on this. So next, when you blow it on your skin, you will penetrate your epidermis, your dermis, subcutaneous tissue. So if you have any blockages, wow, you better remove. Let me just test you whether you are smarter than the fifth grader. For those first timers only to answer me, okay? Which one in the human body is the smallest blood vessel? Where does it lie in the human body? First time. Where does it lie? Don't know. Okay, never mind. Okay, where does it lie for the first time? Yeah? Huh? You already know. First time, people say heart. No, it's not heart. It's the brain. That's why it's not for you. So why is the brain? It's important because if you are having a healthy body, but your brain OTC, otak center, still no. Because that is your CPU, Central Processing Unit. Alright? So with that, I want you to make an informed decision. You must be informed because why? There's a lot out there. When you have something that is good, Rolex watch, is there copy? There's a lot of knockoff out there, right? And now you are using for your health. So you got to be very careful. They're going to run right on the bandwagon name of Terahertz. But their penetration is only 0. Up to 3 centimeter, whereby ours eye Terahertz 20 to 30 centimeter. And this is the real case happening. One of our members, very smart. Hey, how come I can find cheaper in Lazada, in Shopee, in eBay, in Amazon? And his intention was good. He wanted to buy 10 units to give it away to his friend and relative. But in the end, he realized less than 1 month, 6 units went out. Do you read it in Singapore Straits Time? Right? Charging a motor, what do you call it, a cycle. What happened? The whole apartment went in flame until fatalities. Because you are using electrical equipment, you got to be safe. That's why in the US, they are very particular about it. Right? And what's more, when you buy over all the social media, you have an after sales service. Where are you going to turn up to? Right here, you have any problem, you just bring it down, no question asked, they will pay you a new one. That's it. So it's very important. So his intention, he was being end up as a penny wise and pound foolish. All the 10 units, waste money already. And very careful, you're using it for your health, right? So what makes us different, this is a secret recipe. As I mentioned here, right? So if you're going to touch on this device, you look right in the middle here, touch here, put your finger in. There is a crystal glass tube. This crystal glass tube, it is made with a combination of more than 100 minerals. And it is more above than 2000 degrees. That's what makes the big difference. Now, given a choice, you want to get something that is cheap. You know now you're going to use it for your health, right? So, moving on, it looks the same. Same color, same design. What is obvious is just a hollow shaft. So what it gives out, just like any other cheap gadget blower. So this is not a hair dryer, ladies and gentlemen. So when your clients say, oh, this is just the same as my hair dryer, educate them. Because they are ignorant. Right? What It makes us the difference. Ours is a patented device. What it develops is called moxibustion, a combination of Chinese psychology with modern technology. Now you understand the big difference, right? And Thrive International is the one and only exclusive global distributor. The demand has exceeded the supply. That the manufacturer cannot cope up with financial resources. What happened? Thrive has come in to become a partner of Dishang, the manufacturer together of Terahertz. Give a big round of applause to those that didn't mind. So now you know, you own it. You're not just sharing it, you own it. There's no second best. Right? Second to none. So with that, people ask, how does it identify between a good cell and a bad cell? Now we know it all complete, right? So, feature of Terahertz identification, it will eliminate all abnormal or mutated cells. So ladies and gentlemen, from today onwards, I want you to scan your body. Remember, just like before you enter the airplane, you scan your body every day, because this is like an AI, artificial intelligence. The moment you scan your body, it's able to detect. It will find any good cell, it will protect. Any bad cell, it will destroy. So people start to ask me, I just cannot take that. Point blank. I need more documentation. So with this modern technology, all information is all at your fingertips. So who do you ask? Not Ghostbuster, huh? Ask Google. You can find out all this information. I did my own research and I encourage you to do the same thing. Okay, this is what's happening. Alright? The healthy cell, the moment it gets terahertz frequency, it will start to vibrate millions per second. As you can see, so when it starts to vibrate millions per second, that is our cell, they are all in a liquid form. The cellular temperature is normal. Tuberculosis of your body. However, all your bad cells, your cancer cell, your tumor cell, your free radical cell, they will also absorb the terahertz frequency, but the vibration will be faster and double, maybe twice the speed of million per second. What happens when water reaches boiling temperature? It will just evaporate. So when it's so hot, what's going to happen? The cell will start to implode within your body. And it will just destroy, naturally disintegrate. Oh, it's so simple. I'm not telling you about science fiction, but this is a scientific relation. And this is not rocket science. It's just established science that you and me were totally ignorant 41 years ago. Why? Because it is done purposely to hide under the table for specific reason. We all know why. Because how you dig your nose? You dig your nose like this, isn't it? Have you seen anyone dig the nose so special like that? When you begin. Right. Why they make it so complicated? So with all those bombastic language, it justified for all the high charges. So it's your fault. I can only bring the horse to the water, you decide for yourself. I can force the horse to bring the water. So with that, now we know exactly. Because if you are having cancer, what's going to be the treatment? Chemotherapy. What does chemotherapy does? It's going to kill cancer cell, it's going to kill your healthy cell, it kills you automatically. Because when you go and see the doctor tells you too late already. You only have 6 months to die. You're given a death sentence. You don't die of cancer, you die of shock. I'm shock. 6 months you need, man. So many things to do. Right? I got time. Right? One thing. I was totally ignorant. My parents, okay, first I had cancer, no problem. But remission, they come back with a vengeance. And their body bloated. Imagine if you have vaccination, you cannot tahan really, right? Now the whole body bloated. And they cannot say a thing, only tears down their eyes because they were on ICU and what you see is only gone. That's it, gone. Who do I blame? I blame it on myself because we were totally ignorant. We rely 100% to the professional. How? Have you read any Facebook? Prodigal son of Singapore paying $1 million and the parents just pass away in less than 6 months. So the question, do you want to die in pain after paying so much money? It's time to wake up, become a wake-up call to all of us, right? So now, what is it? Why people get sick? It's very simple. We don't make it complicated. 9 out of 10 diseases are due to blockages. That's it. If you have your toilet blockage at home, does it smell bad? Right, so the same thing with these blockages. These are the painful organ. It's a signal of potential sickness. And what do I mean by that? Let's take a look at this. And you tell me what's the difference. So, tell me, what is the difference? It is from the same blower. However, when it's blown on his right chest, it's normal. He wasn't screaming in pain. Right? Because it's a healthy cell. And that's a normal temperature. But when it's blown over on his left chest, he was excruciating in pain. It is so hot. So, what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, pain on blockages area leads to inflammation. Don't ignore it. Don't say, go chop. Because why? If this, you ignore it, it's going to develop into a growth, the growth going to become a tumor, and it's going to lead to more complications, and this is a sign of heart attack. That is the reason why I want you to blow on your body every day. Because if you feel on certain part of the body extremely hot, just like if you have your skin tag, if you have warts on your neck, you blow on your neck, only that part is hot. But the rest of the neck is not, because of blockages. It makes sense or not? So what do? When you have this, you quickly go and seek medical attention. You want to find out from the doctor what is that blockages. This is a real case scenario. An elderly man of 70 years old in Malaysia. He go and check up, and the doctor said he got 1 month to do an open heart surgery. He was given medication, he went back, took the medication, and he had this. So what he did, he started to blow all over his body. Every day, diligently, 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, at night. After 1 month, he went back to the hospital, supposedly to have an operation. The doctor checked and told him, operation cancelled. No more blockages. Isn't that life-saving? So this is it. Never ignore. That's why you got to scan your body, your wife, your children, your parents, because this is much more cheaper and comfortable. Unless you opt for this, you want to have an open surgery to remove the blockages. It makes sense, yeah? Okay? Because this is a study by NASA. NASA, you know what, going to space. Together with NIA, National Institute of Aging. They combine together your whole blood vessel in a single human body is stretched as far as 60,000 miles that can go around the globe more than twice. Wow, imagine now, you are driving from Singapore going to KL. If there's traffic jam, how do you feel? Frustrated? What more? What does Lee Kuan Yew say? Our highway is our blood vessel. There shouldn't be any jam. So your own body, you don't care. Your own body, that means if there's jam here, wow, your organs start here, another part here, another here, another here. How to perform? It's the real thing, isn't it? So, how important it is. Now we know, understand our body. Right? Now, this is another slide. Because I got this in Malaysia. Did you know this is start to develop from the DNA? The DNA is inside your cell. So it's going to be a chain reaction. Because when your cell is sick, it will lead to a sick tissue. Your tissue is sick, it will lead to a sick organ. And your organs are sick, it will lead to a sickly you. My question is, when you got your medication from a doctor, where do they treat it? They treat it at organ. Oh, okay, no more cancer. But the cancer cell is heavy. Attack the cell. And they come back with a revision. And it's even worse. Because it was treating at the wrong place. You're not troubleshooting at the right place. The root of the problem is at the root, not at the branch. You're driving a car, your battery is flat. Papaya, never mind, I know, I go and overhaul the engine. Can your car start again? So that is it, you must know how to troubleshoot. So the question is, again here, is very important. We take a lot of supplement. You see the TV commercial, hey, I like this uncle, I want my supplement for my hair, for my eye, for my heart, for my skin, for everything. Younger, you don't need so many things, because I'm not the uncle. If I'm the uncle, now you need is only one batang, which is the eye director. One batang for all your lobang. Give yourself a big round of applause. Good advertisement or not? I used to become a presenter in television. You have not seen me, I'm modeling also. Don't play. Wow, only this for all the organ. Because whatever you eat so much, so this. What happened? Kidney problem. Cannot function. So all those secondary. The primary is your cell, right at the cellular level. What does the cell need? Terahertz frequency. Now do you understand it? Because why? I break down for you to understand how does your body works. Right from the cellular level. So once you understand your body, you know how to troubleshoot. Right? So again, this is coming back. I'm not leaving you out. You're going to your human biology class. Okay, class. For the first time, 3 brothers smarter than the 5th grader. Which is the biggest organ of the human body? Is it the heart? Is it the kidney? Is it the lung? Which one is the largest organ in the human body? Anyone? Liver. Oh, where you study? I'm thinking about study, so educated. Not you, end up educated fool. India say, what a pity, a lot of quantity in the city. Now I'm speaking Tamil already. Okay? When you say your song? Wow, give him a big round of applause. Your skin is your organ, the biggest organ of the human body. That's why you must look after your skin. And I don't mean you go for plastic surgery. You go for liposuction. You go and do laser. It's from inside out. That's why when people see, wow, you look so radiant, you look so energetic, energy. From the skin. Hey, how come you look so sick? It's from the skin, inside out. So we know that our body all are made of organ. Don't you say, oh, I also got organ, Yamaha organ. What we're going to do, what are these organs made of? We're going to break it, dissect it, under the microscope, we have all tissue. Specific tissue, organ, lungs, kidney and all that. Not the clinic tissue you do your nose, After we dissect all this tissue, when you look under the microscope, we are all billions of living macroorganisms. We all study physics, organisms, they need sunshine and sunlight to live and to thrive. We are this. That's it. And it looks like an egg yolk. Right in the middle here, it is called the nucleus. It looks like an egg yolk, right? This is the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, you will see this X-Men. This is called the chromosome. And in one nucleus, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. Wow, amazing, man, the way God created human. So small, 23 pairs of chromosomes. Not a single calculator in the world that can calculate the actual number of chromosomes in the human body. Not enough numbers. Amazing, isn't it? So, all these chromosomes, towards the end, I read a medical journal. The telomere. The telomere is getting shorter and shorter as you age. That is premature aging. And when you start to pull the telomere, this is where you're going to expose you to a double helix DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid. What are DNA made of? Adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. I'm not going to go into that. Wow, now you know why they call me Dr. Noah. Not Dr. Noah, no anything. Okay, so what is happening? This DNA, that's how now they're using on forensic investigation to determine who is the actual culprit. And from DNA, you will know exactly who's the bio. Let's say it again, the parents of the child, mother and father. And because of your parents' DNA, that explains why you look like your parents. That's why you behave like your parents. And the bucket stop there. You do not inherit your parents' sickness. God is fair. How could someone do the crime and someone else serve the crime? Is it fair? But what you inherit was the bad lifestyle. You still smoking. You inherit good drinking. I'm not talking about drinking alcohol. Now they have a subtle word for it. They don't call soda. You drink energy drink. Red Bull, 100 plus. All those are acidic. I watch TV every day before I was drinking 1 can of 100 plus. I got more energy until cannot concentrate. 2 things 1 time. Bleeding. I'm telling you, my frozen shoulders, my back, all the knots are tight. So many complications, asthma coming back and all that. I don't know, because we have put poison. If you can drink 1 can of 100 plus, you must neutralize it with 35 cans of water. If you can't, don't. So you must educate your children on all this, your family. Right? So right now here, what is happening right now? Again, as I mentioned to you, we are taking everything is at the organ, but the problem is right at the cellular level. So what we can sum up is that, ladies and gentlemen, from today onwards, you know your health and your sickness starts at the cellular level. That's it, man. You address it, pinpoint. The target is all right. So now to understand this, I'm going to talk about the most relevant issue right now, which is COVID-19, because the surge of numbers has already risen up again. I don't know what wave now. Right? So this is Dr. Mate. He looked after all the COVID-19 patients. So what happens? He eventually becomes a positive COVID-19 patient. Remember, you must know your enemy, and in every enemy there is a weakness. You must understand the cause of it, because or else you don't know how to troubleshoot. Right? So they must invade and find the human body. So this is where you find the invasion, they will start to attack the cell of your lungs. The cell of your lungs is going to be inflammation, and what's more, it destroys all your DNA in the cell of the lungs. Remember, we all understand, the cell has to divide and multiply, but before that, your DNA has to divide and multiply first. So what happens? You're going to have suffocation. You will need mechanical oxygen. Your heart will be working very hard. At times, you need a machine for your heart and lung, which is called the ECMO machine. So right now, reality, a friend of mine, younger than me in the Philippines, in less than 48 hours of COVID-19, he perished, he died. What is the major difference? He was ignorant. He doesn't know the knowledge of health. What Steve Jobs said in his book? The book of health. So right now, when you have this, because the symptom of COVID-19 is as bad as acute asthmatic. I am an acute asthmatic patient. There were 3 incidents in Singapore. I can't breathe. Goes to the medical center and need oxygen. Don't play. Because why? Young child died of asthma attack. Adult, elderly. There is a thing. I think I don't know how to say Chinese now. There is a thing. They're all asthmatic. So what you do? You take out your sunshine. You take out your sunlight. First thing you do, you blow at your nose. Don't worry, your nose will not become bigger. Okay? So when you blow at your nose, I want you to repeat after me. This thing will happen. Number 1, activate healthy cell.
Activate healthy cell.
Number 2, strengthen DNA. Number 3, kill bad cell. So simple. You are able to breathe with both of your nostrils. Open your mouth, this is good to kill all the disease, at the same time it strengthens your phone. But don't insert inside your mouth. Because this is not a microphone. Okay. Alright? Then you blow at your throat area. When you blow at your throat area, you will start coughing out all the phlegms inside you. Why? Because all this time, your phlegm has been blocking your air passage. And until today, from July, I do not carry emergency of inhaler. I do not carry any more black cough drop tip. Wow! Because when it treats right at the cellular level, it doesn't come back again. Now, is that amazing? Is that life-saving? Then after that, don't forget to blow at your chest, front and back. After 30 minutes, you're going to breathe in 100% full of oxygen in your chest. And how can you be confirming that when you do a test blow? You have pressure. Isn't it? That is it, life-saving. So right now when you understand this, very good for treating cough and colds, including bacteria and viruses, especially if your upper and lower respiratory infection. Blow at the nose, throat, chest area. It works even for COVID-19. I'm COVID-19 positive patient and I know. You have the antidote. Because why? You have to be prepared. Singapore Street Center 7 of July. You got to be relevant. World needs to deepen cooperation ahead of next pandemic. Oh, June. Now it's June. Sorry, June. I got to correct that. Thank you. Okay? Yeah, I wait advance. Pandemic advance. You have to what? You have to anticipate. You have to be prepared to live with new normal of pandemic wave. HFMD. You're talking about dengue, monkeypox, etc. Don't go and protest. I don't like vaccination and all that. You know the vaccination only lasts you for 2 years. After that, your body is immune to it. Some people go and protest. We don't want vaccination, but you want to travel the world. You select the government. Let's follow the law of the land. Within the framework of the law. Go for vaccination. 1, 2, and also go for your wife, for your booster. Then you can travel the world. But what you do, you have the antidote. What is your antidote? After the vaccination, you have this. You neutralize your body back. Whatever is good will remain in your system. Whatever that is not good, it will go out. And today, a child below 12 years old, the first fatality after vaccination. Why? Ignorance. They do not know the knowledge of what? How to neutralize everything. So is that important right now, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. Wow, this is what makes a difference between you have to know to have the edge over your health, which is the middle ear, I, that is you. Then comes the word knowledge in full. Amazing, isn't it? So now, you know that your cell will regenerate. Naturally, your stomach, your lungs, your liver, your skin, DNA, blood, bones, and brain. 1 year before you can recover, the pain come back even worse. So the same thing, like I said again, can we do something more important? How can we speed it up? Can you drive to KL? Will you reach KL or not? Or you can also take technology using a flight to fly to KL. Now, is that faster? So right now, we can use technology. So the question is, how to expedite it? How can we don't want to wait for Mother Nature. We want to do it faster with science and technology. So here is another interesting that I read in Singapore Straits Times. This is I always keep myself relevant. Every month before I will come back to Singapore. Or else, like I said again, you have to keep up with the Jonases. Right? So, a football player in Europe got injured. And a doctor did what? Insert a needle right into his spine and extract his very own adult stem cell. Wow. Your stem cell lies in the backbone. That's what he's trying to say on the Hippocrates. And he will start to inject where the organ need the speedy repair. So what is happening? It will speed up the repair. So at times, when you are sick, you got to troubleshoot, you look at the symptom. So if you're suffering from a bad migraine, right? Your ear is hissing. You have a itchy throat itself. You try to find the fault line. The fault lines maybe it could be between the C1 and the C3 of your vertebra. So what happens? You take out your sunshine and your sunlight. And you start to blow it at your back. What is happening? All your very own adult stem cells start to activate millions of vibrations per second. Wow. Because why? All this one is hibernating inside the cold storage. Right now, with this Terahertz frequency, it starts to activate millions per second. With the heat, it starts to release your very own adult stem cell through your spinal nerve. When it reaches your organ of the eye, it becomes the new cell of the eye. It goes to your heart, the new cell of the heart, the new cell of the lung, the new cell of all the organs, including your private parts. And over time, as it goes on to become the new cell of the organ, and over time, it becomes a whole new organ all over again. Wow! Because remember, you are born with the same organ till the day you die. Your body is not like a car spare part that you can replace it. You have only one. So when that is happening, reverse reprogram of your DNA, you're going to become young all over again. And I am the product of the product. How? I prove to you. This is my IC photo. You know IC photo, you cannot Photoshop, right? It is as it is. Right in front there. This IC photo was taken 2.5 years ago. And I look more sick. My hair was actually thinning and gone. And right now people say you look more younger. Pass it around, but don't take the photo of the IC. Wow! And that is it. So if you are talking about anti-aging, this is the anti-aging without any medication. Naturally of Mother Nature. Isn't that amazing? So when you are called for a talk, attend it. Because you want to scan the whole room. You want to look for someone of the same age with you. Because if you see someone of the same age with you, if they look healthy and younger, you want to find out what is their secret. Isn't it? Let me know so. But if they're not, you can actually do them and tell them what they're missing. They're missing is what? They're looking after the organ, which is secondary. What is important is the cell, which is the primary. Now do you understand that? So you do not want to put the cart before the horse. Okay? So with that, moving on, we have the power to increase our very own self-healing. Why is that so? Number one, terahertz frequency will start to activate your dormant adult stem cell that lies in your own bone marrow. During those days of Hippocrates, there is no vocabulary of adult stem cell, bone marrow and all that. But now it comes in place. Right? And with the heat, you start to release all your adult stem cell in your own body. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we can sum it up. We have found that needle in the haystack. The last piece of the jigsaw puzzle. Now your picture is complete. You got that missing link. Good or good? Give yourself a big round of applause. Because why? You are getting this valuable knowledge. Now is this knowledge very valuable? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Thank you. So now with that, or you want to become a drug addict, continue taking your pill. Because why are you talking about a pill for an ill? Every time headache, Panadol, habis. Doping increase. Go for what? Dialysis. Right. So with that, I've seen people, after one plate of food, after that they take one plate of medicine. Don't let your medicine be your food. Don't worry. Your stem cell will never be depleted as long as you have a balanced diet. That's it. Balanced diet. Eating all naturally. Don't eat everything fast food. Everything you want fast. Instant noodle, instant coffee, instant tea. In the end you realize, instant diet. All instant one. Right. So now with that, I don't know some people whether laughing or not because of that. Okay, so with that, you're laughing at. Okay. No reaction and art. Okay, so with that, remember, which is the better choice to live? Drug-free or drug-tolerant? It's your call. I'm just sharing this with you. You go and do your own research, and this is what the doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest in your patients in the care of human frame, your backbone, in proper diet and in the cause of prevention of disease. All the while that we are talking about is all about prevention, not medication. Prevention is better than cure, right? And this is the words not from me, from American Thomas Edison. And it's been banned. Because, right, it's not doing justice for the other to make money out of it. Right? So with this, again, your brain coordinate, regulate all systems. So your brain, that's why you got to blow on your head. You cannot afford to have blockages. Because I have a friend in Brunei, 12 years old, son, very smart, very clever, all AAA. What happened? There's a blockage and he needs to go for an open skull surgery. I told him, my friend, the father, will you rather go for that or you just do this? And every day he will have seizure. And now, after 2 months, not a single seizure. Isn't that amazing? Now take a look at it. This is what I meant. Suddenly able to talk. We have testimony of woman that has been deaf. First treatment, start shouting, I can hear. Wow, that is just touching woman. Right? And now take a look. It is so user-friendly. People ask me, how young can a child use this? As young as a newborn infant. We have seen in hospital, the child has been placed in a cubicle. Lights of rays were passing over them to prevent yellow fever. The parents were told, have the child under the sun. Sometimes mama and papa forget until 12 noon. Left in the sun. This is not a laughing matter. We read in the newspaper how child is being left in the car. Forget about it, right? So right now, you don't have to worry. Because what? You have this. So easy. So if there's any colleague, how I wish this was available. I got 9 children. Imagine every one of them I have to tap to just get out of the colleague. No, you just blow it on them. Amazing thing happening. Because the cell of a child, the cell of an infant, the cell of an adult, the cell of an elderly, the cell of an animal, they are all the same. They need terahertz frequency. Wow. So what does it tell you? Have any one of you go and see the veterinarian? Now there's a big market there. Those Singapore are going into farming. Now they have cows, they have sheep, they have goat in Malaysia. This is good for them. Yeah, even chicken. And not only this, right? Even if you have pets at home, the dogs and the cat, they will love it. Because this is sunshine, this is sunlight. My leader in the Philippines, he presented his child a goldfish, and the child overfed the goldfish until the goldfish overturned. So what he did, he get the goldfish, put in a bowl of water, and what happening? He starts to blow that bowl of water. And what happens to that goldfish? Turn back up again and start swimming. That's why. That's it. So I even have people who start to terahertz their aquarium water, and coming back, the feedback, the fish survive without oxygen for a week. So if you want to try with guppies first, not your arowana. Okay? Now, is terahertz radiation safe? Terahertz radiation is non-ionizing. It's comforting to know right now. And it's considered to be safe for human at low power. Although its power 140 of the sunlight, 1 to 1,000 of this radiation. Now amazing, 1 to 1,000 of this radiation, and not only that, it is even good to be absorbed by water. So what we have now, we're going to terahertz the water. This is glass bottle. Do not blow it on plastic bottle, because this is heat. When you blow on a plastic bottle, it will leach what? It will leach gas into the water, and you are drinking toxic water. I'm not going to use that water. This is an unopened mineral water. Do not blow RO or distilled water. Why? Because you need minerals. Singapore, recycle water, yes, through RO, but before it's been distributed to all the HDB flat, they add on minerals. Or else, those water are great for your skin, outer body, but not for consumption. If you drink all those RO water, you will start to eat up all the minerals within your body from your bone. Now do you understand? Wow, is that a good knowledge? Yes or yes? Yes. So it's general, isn't it? It's not that I'm not selling a general care. I'm giving you a general help. Right? So we're gonna pour over here. You can actually do it on a big jug. Right? If it's just a normal glass, you just need about 1 minute. On this jug, or bigger than this, for 1.5 liter, you just need about 3 minutes. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna ask you to help me. Hold it and blow it over here. Okay? And not why. Some even they blow it on the bathtub. But make sure you're not inside the bathtub. Because if this thing drops, you get electrocuted. So you don't want to do that. Okay? It is good even for you to shower. Just be safe. Right? So what is happening, this water is good for you to even water your plant. So if you have orchids, you have flowers and all that, you can use it because you can see it grow. You can even perfect all those orchard gardens, right? And what happens is that, why do people do not like to drink water? Because of the water molecule is so big, it's like a golf ball or a ping pong ball trying to slow down your throat. Because the plastic is so big. I'm going to just put an illustration, 10 of us forming a circle, holding hands, trying to squeeze out of the door. Is that possible? No, it's not. But after you terahertz it, you will become all that 10% in a single line. Now it is easy to enter in and out of the door. Right? So what is the comparison table? After you terahertz the water, it's only 7.6 molecule cluster. The nearest comparison, hexagonal water 43, fine water is 53.2, electrolysis water is 63. What is electrolysis water? Alkaline machine. I have an alkaline machine. So if you have an alkaline machine, use the lower pH, it's only 8.5. Not more than that, because from body you need to be acid also to aid digestion. Understand? So from today onward, what I want you to do, why people get bloated when they drink a lot of water? Because the water cluster is bigger than the cell. That's why you get bloated. The water cluster has to be smaller than the cell. So it's permeable into the cell membrane. So as it enters the cell, it carries all the minerals, it carries all the nutrients, it starts to repair the cells from inside. It starts to strengthen your DNA. The DNA is inside the cell. And as the water exits, it will carry all the rubbish along with it. Now, is that amazing? So, what you want to do is this. Drink this water from today onwards. Make it a habit. Don't drink only when you're thirsty. You go to IKEA, get those glass bottles, put it in every room. So it becomes a habit for you to drink. In your car, in a glass bottle, not plastic bottle, because it will have fun. It will become toxic. I don't like even BPA free, because it has an aftertaste. But if it's a glass, it's neutral. So you drink the water, put it in the fridge, make it into ice cube, cold water, let your children bring it to school because it's good for their brain. And also you can heat it up, make coffee and tea, it tastes mellow. You cook your rice with it, your rice will not turn bad the next day. You cook all your dishes, wow, become Singapore celebrity chef. Suddenly the husband, oh, how come you so good at cooking, huh? Your secret recipe. That is it. And on top of that, you're just not going to use it for drinking, put into this spray bottle. But before, you must remove your glass, or else you need wiper. You spray, you say, kukute, barulah putih. You become more fat. Okay, it's good to hydrate your skin. You can even go on getting hot. It's getting hot in here. What I'm trying to tell you, you spray it. It's better than Indian spray. So if you have red eyes, spray it on your eye. What is happening? FDA, all our elbows getting what? Getting 100. Now you try to see elbow. Is it baby spoon? Ah, yeah. Hey, grandfather, it's naturally. Okay, done. Thank you. Now everybody have the cup. Okay. Okay, blow first. After that, blow. Pass around the paper cup over here for the first time. Paper cup, paper cup. Get the paper cup at the back there. Only for the first time. Then the rest of you can do it later on. And then your throat will not lie the taste. Okay? I want you to taste the smoothness of this water. After that, we compare. How it goes down your throat. Okay? First time only. Give to the back.
First time dia
Give to the back around. Okay. Now, kasih rasa sikit-sikit. Kasih semua. Plastik. Okay. Kasih minum. And pass around. After you finish, I want you to compare the water from the same bottle. And you tell me which one is smoother, the first one or the second one. Those of you at the back, don't worry, we're going to try again. Or else we're going to also do the water. Finish it first. Your tongue, your throat will not lie to you. That is why before treatment, drink lots of water. Bila dah habis, pakai ni botol mak, rasa bezanya. Habiskan dulu. Finish? Which one is better, the first or the second? Which one is smoother? Easy to swallow. Finish it and tell me the difference. Because the second one you have to wait inside the mouth before you swallow down. Which is better? First and second? Smoother? The first one is smoother. Wow! Not only we blow, we can also use the water. It's a holistic approach. Amazing or not? Alright, okay. Some of you want it. Okay, do me a favor. Have to blow again. So now your job, what is your job? Name that, blow job. Alright. You're going to do a lot of blow job. The more blow job you do, the more money you make. Go on. And you are touching people's lives. Why are you so scared? I'm not going to blow you. I'm going to them to touching people's lives. You're going to relieve them of all the suffering. Hey, auntie, Machi, from KL, 70 years old. You know how much she makes doing blowjob or not? 50,000 RM every month. You convert that to Singapore dollar, good or not? And she touched a lot of people's life. Your life is going to be blessed. That is it. Remember, your intention is to heal people. You can heal the world. Let's be practical of what you can achieve. Heal one home at a time. You're going to be blessed financially, abundantly. Now you see that already? So now, you do all these things. Wow, you can see the big difference here. Is that good? Good or good? Good. So with that, what you are drinking, ladies and gentlemen, which is classified as living water. What is living water? Take a look at it. Who have got energy? Give me one more bottle. Thank you. Any bottle will do. You compare. You want to drink living water or you want to drink dead water? Your choice.
Energy or something like that. I've seen someone doing it. But they don't use it, I think the metal.
Now your turn. Do me a favor, hold for 2 minutes. Yeah. You see? No energy. You ask yourself, from now on, you want to drink living water so you'll be alive. Or else, what you're putting in your body is dead water. So you look at water, they are colorless, they are the same. No, they are not. There's a lot of difference between one water to another. Remember, don't be mistaken, huh? This is not a water filter. So you will not filter your water. So especially in the States, in Brunei, in Malaysia, you need to have a water filter. But make sure your water filter will not make it to become an RO water. Because if you have RO water filter, then you need to put minerals into the water. Or else you just buy any mineral water, you look at the bottle, if there is 000, that means it's zero mineral. That is good enough. Alright, so that is it. It must be a drinkable water. You don't have to get this gadget. You want me to show you how to actually test the energy of the water? Yes or no? Oh, yes. Okay, I'll show you. This is energy. You can just get this only. This is done. Pour 1 cup of water here. Help me. Okay. I'm just using this. You can use any chain. Let's stop the fan for a while. Or put it here. Okay? Everybody stand up from the back there. Put it over there.
The front sit down so that behind can see.
Lagi pakai tasbih pun boleh. Anti-clockwise. Why is it anti-clockwise? The law of nature. All the planet, the Earth, revolve around the sun in anti-clockwise. You go to a stadium, you run in an anti-clockwise direction. My watch is also anti-clockwise. Take a look, dead water. Now you see the difference here? So you want to drink dead water or you want to drink living water? Give yourself a big round of applause. Wow, now you know what our product can do, huh? Wow, Singapore lang. Chabeliao after this. I don't need to do the, it got energy, it got power. Okay, come. Those people at the back that has not passed it around, then after that you compare with the taste. Now is it worthwhile? Yes or yes? Yes. You want more? Yes. Great, huh? I'm a Singaporean. Alright? Even though I'm far away, they say a prophet is never recognized in your own country. You have to go out first and then come back again. Then only they see it. Your water inside your body is as crucial as your body temperature. Increase of 1% high or lower, it's going to affect your health. So that is why when you drink dead water, your body is going to be bloated, your face is going to be swollen, water retention, and all this water retention will lead to blockages. Now it makes sense. It's not fat, it's water retention. So basically, if you want to get sleep, you can blow at your stomach. But not after your meal, wait after half an hour. So when you blow, you will notice you're going to have weight loss naturally. I don't exercise. Come on, for 58 years old, I've never been exercised for the past 10 years. So what I do, exercise. Don't laugh, this is true medical, because they say exercise is better than exercise. If it's not, you see how many of them died of heart attack, and we're talking about athlete. Footballer, Ironman athlete, do you know of anyone who died of exercise, of heart attack, especially if they take Viagra? Right. So what I'm trying to tell you is this, you can blow at your stomach. After that, wow, you will notice what? You're going to be burping a lot. You're going to fart a lot. If one not enough, you capsule, you can use two. Wow, even faster. So with that, what is going on? You're going to be cleaning and why? and it's using one to go. So then there's a reason why my sons are so we done that. This is what he said. He comes down like a little bomb. Look, professor, no, it's right. So you know why it's and the first one you use it once in a morning, once in the evening, once you can reduce to 2 times a day. And then you can reduce 1 day. And every time you must why is it yes. Because They will love you because you are sincere. You are just one baby. Right. Second, don't have anything. You don't know who will take your turn. It's going to go down. You're going to go. So you have to be prescription. You try to keep the money when you love. Instead of everything you use this. You are back up with your body. Right. You feel good. You because they want to sell the sense of feeling. So what happens when you don't know what everyone is? Even your boyfriend so you got to find use your imagination. So now you say that and it is even better. Yes. Bring them to this amazing. And again, it was my church and see. Right. So what happened? But I don't know how to be. And now see my. And there is one. And I because that's coming me, my brother is good. And they give me all that. And it's going to be the 2 years ago. And I can see how long I say, wait. And they and I show my eyes. So remember, you take care of me now. Everyone. Now you get there. Everyone you can say and do the same. Because we remember you're all going to be all of you. Remember, this is patient shopping with you. Now, Singapore is all this morning. Right. So, this is my 3 years old. Oh, yes, I guess you remember that right. Just you believe me, what will happen. Go ahead and believe go from the mother. It was for a crisis. No, thinking my man. No, it's just anything and she is now walking over water and finally there the mother has stopped thinking baby. Sorry,